Okay, we are almost at 1,000. Let's go to 2,000. Power tap to 2,000. Welcome. Facebook, please share, share, share. I see you, Rebecca. Good to see you. Long time. Yes, Jacqueline Guluwe, Daniela. Hi, everyone. Power tap, power tap. Invite people, share the broadcasts. Bill 7. Bill M7 is the topic. Bill M7 is the topic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Share, share, share. Thank you by TikTok, all those likes. We are going to, we'll start at 2,000. Let's start at 2,000. Thank you, Rebecca. I see you. Jacqueline, Daniela, let me share and we get started. Yes. We are talking, guys. We are talking Bill M7. It's heated now, So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what's happening. Let me just share and then I'll focus and then we can get started pretty soon. If you want to join the panel, you're on Facebook, please come to TikTok. Follow me on TikTok, Queen Pumi on TikTok. Follow me and then I can add you to the panel on TikTok. Facebook, for some reason, it doesn't work. I can't add guests on Facebook. So if you want to participate, you can just come to TikTok. And then if you are new on my page, you can follow all the debates, the topics that we have on YouTube. If you want to catch up or to know what we've been talking, you can go to YouTube, find Queen Pumi on YouTube, and then you can subscribe. I'm just sharing in my groups. Yeah. Iriash, Umuto Iriashi is the hot topic is the amendments. So okay, thank you guys. Let's start power tap to 2,000 and then we get started. Lots of developing stories concerning the amendments. Yesterday we saw Chief Mpezeni talking to the Minister of Justice, Madam Kasune. We saw her yesterday. And okay, let me see. Okay, I think we can get started. Good evening, Wamuluwe. Good evening, Kapungwe. Hi, everyone. So, topics today. GRZ has published the constitutional amendments in the Diggers newspaper. We have seen it all. And then Mansa Diocese has rejected a donation from, I don't know if it's HH or the government. And then Bamuitwa also has come in to say those who are opposing the Bill 7 must come with alternatives. So those are the main topics today. But to start with, we would like to wish our president, Mr. President, Dr. Hakainde Hichilema, a happy birthday today. We thank God for his life, and we pray that the good Lord continue blessing him with many more happy and prosperous years. Yes. So, politics aside, it's our president's birthday today, so we are wishing him a happy birthday. I know it is today, so he's still having his celebrations. So, from myself, I would like to wish the president a happy birthday, and I hope wish him many more happy, healthy years. So, coming to our checks and balances, the main topics today is the Bill 7. As usual, this is all we have been talking about because it's the hot topic. Ni Bill 7. So we can't talk about anything else. Well, obviously, we can talk about other things, but the Bill 7 is the main topic. So the Bill 7, we want to I have a panel on TikTok. So people will be joining on TikTok. Welcome by KBK. Please share and invite people. Hey, Mushemo comedy translator. I need a translator. Mushemo. Wow. Good to see you. Musa Banda, Kapungwe Kelvin. Yes. So we have our son. He makes us laugh. Mushemo comedy ukatuipaisha. For me to ma BP. Yeah. Na tukula for bambi. So I want. Anyway, great talent. Kudos to you. Great talent, Mushemo. Just original content. Yeah, so we thank God for making us laugh. Despite we are dealing with tough situations, you find a way to bring comedy of even tough situations and just bring the humor to the world. So we thank you for your life and your blessing of humor and comedy that you bring to us all. So back to business. Yes, so we are saying constitutional amendments are the main topic. Besides that, I mentioned that it's the president's birthday, so happy birthday to him and wish him many more returns. So today, guys, I just woke up and I was scrolling in the newspapers and I saw that the government, Diggers newspaper, the government has published the amendments in the Diggers newspaper. Yes. So, just hold on. So, we saw that the government has published the amendments in the Diggers newspaper. And I went through the publication because I'm really serious about these amendments because I want to make sure that there are no hidden clauses that will pass. I want to make sure that whatever amendments are there, they have good interest. But, ideally, I would have liked these amendments to be putting Zambians first. I would have loved these amendments to focus on improving Zambians' lives. If there were, clauses where they can add in laws to say we are putting Zambians first, we are going to stop, exporting power, we are going to make sure every Zambian, all the mines are Zambian owned, we are going to hire doctors, we are going to increase the salary. If those were the amendments, we wouldn't have a problem. But this bill the problem with this bill is that the amendments, they are political. It's that this is a bill to consolidate their power. Yes, that's why we are fighting this. We don't want it. We have rejected it because we are almost a year to the general election, and this bill is constituting of things that will consolidate their power, their clauses. So that's why we are fighting it. We are not fighting the changes, but we are fighting what they are trying to change. Yes. So as we fight this bill, we should know what we are fighting. You know what I mean? Tekweba fiati waima wa mkuru wenkondo tawishibe fyo ulerwa. Ufide kuishiba what you are fighting, what you are up against. This is what we need to know. And the Chief Mpezeni told them to say, you have just brought a bill without asking us. You never asked us to participate, to create those amendments, but you want us to approve what we don't know. And that is the thing. And after almost a month of people talking, GRZ has backtracked. This publication they published in Diggers, they should have published it before they gazetted the Bill 7. So they have fast-tracked this bill to go to the Gazette when they should have published these. All of the clauses should have been published publicly in a public newspaper before they are gazetted. So everything is wrong. The whole process they are conducting these amendments is wrong. Now let us look at I've been looking critically at all the amendments they have been doing, and I want to look at the poison clauses. There are some poison clauses that are included in these amendments. And if you see here, that's the publication. You can see the publication there on News Diggers. You can read it. It's on most of WhatsApp groups. So I'm on a publication here. Now this publication, it has articles 1 to 13. So they have only published 13 articles here. But if we go to the actual bill, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There are about 16. There are about 16 clauses in the entire bill. Bill 7, there are 16 clauses. But when they published the publication in Diggers, there are only 13 clauses. Yes, so there are 13 clauses they have published here. But here there are over 16 clauses in the amendments that they are changing. So they have left out, according to me, you see this has become like my Bible. I've been studying it and going through it. According to me, there are 5 clauses which are really, really important that they didn't include in the publication. They didn't include in the publication. And those articles for me are Article 47, Article 52, Article 73, Article 103, and Article 159. These articles have not been published to the public, and I want to ask the government why. Because Article 47 talks about proportional representation, and in proportional representation, that's where they are limiting the number of women in government to 8%. They are limiting the youths to only 4.8%. They are limiting the disabled to only 1.2%. Now, this is wrong. We cannot accept this constitution to be amended to limit the women, because women, we are 51% of the population. Youths, they are 70% or under 70% of the population. Disabled, they are like under 10%, somewhere between 8 and 10%. Now, if you put those numbers, women, in the total number of women who are supposed to be in parliament, they are supposed to be 124, because we are the majority of the population in Zambia. And the youths who are supposed to be in parliament, they are 166, because they are the majority of the population in Zambia. And the disabled who are supposed to be in parliament is 19, because they are about 9 to 10% disabled in Zambia. But they only want 3 disabled to be in parliament. So this is not right and it's not fair. Now, on this same proportional representation, there is no need to amend the clause, because in Article 45D of the current constitution, it states that there shall be equity in parliament. Article 45 already mandates the government to apply gender equity in the National Assembly. So there is no need to introduce this bill of gender equity, of proportional representation for the marginalized people, when their suggested amendments are actually going to marginalize women further. This bill 7, I will explain it to you. We need to repeat this. Nalandana muchibemba, nalapangama audios muchibemba. Ukweba abantu ukweba ti ibalela ndati bill 7 ileisa muku afridisha kuleta bana mayo na ba youth mu parliament bufi. Pantu constitution ya itupera kale ensambu iya kuleta bana mayo na ba youth mu na ba disabled. Constitution ya itupera kale ensambu mu article 45. Article 45D, gender equity in the National Assembly. So, iyi amendment eyo balefwa yapali bana mayo na ba youth na ba disabled nga yapita ikatupoka ensambu ikabwesha kwe namba ya bana mayo mu parliament from equity based nga tukonke fyo equity meaning ukulinganya. If we are going to follow the equality, it means we are supposed to follow the proportion ya population. Ero Muzambia bana mayo to about 51%. So tufile to akwata 124 women in the parliament. Elo ba youth 166 youths. Elo from there we divide it according to the gender. Muri ba youth. So 166 divided by 2, that is the number of female youths and the number of male youths in parliament. Abale pangama fundi aba, my senior citizens, they are in my target group. So the target group, these people who are making these amendments, they are in the 30% of the population of Zambia, where I'm included, but myself, I'm in the 30% of the population in terms of age, but in gender, I am in the 51%. So, ukumuluku, abale pangama funde bonse, no, they are like 30% of the population, even less, if not less. Ngatuafunyamo banamayo, the men who are making these recommendations, they are very few, and they are supposed to be only about less than 50 in the parliament. These people who are over 35 years of age, who are making these laws, they are very few. They are the minority. Nomba balefwa aba minority. Balefwa abali abantu abachepa mu Zambia, ebale pingula Zambia. Mwamona? That's why if intutafire enda wino mu Zambia pantu, these people who are the minority, tabeshi bamachushi yale shingwana na banamayo, tabeshibe amachushele shingwana naba youth tabeshibe amachushele yale shingwana naba disabled but even mu parliament mulya ukuya mukuleta ibill kwebati batunyanchire further ifa fwe baba marginalized further bala tunyanchire punch balefa afe bana mayo 20 mu parliament. Imagine that is 8%. They only want 20 women in the parliament. What a shame. The youth abali 70% balefa afe ba youth 12. Yeah? 12. So inende ipusha abale nama suggestions niba nani abale pingiro kwebati mu parliament mwinga bafi abantu abaume ba youth 12 when they are supposed to be 166 because that's the majority of the population. Area shiryo. So twafuma pali article 47 twakuma articles kulyama articles yayali 4 article 52 article 73 article 103 and article 159. Iyi article ayama articles aya yalelanda what to replace the word balefunyapo not replacing including adding a word. It says by insertion of the words and determine immediately after the word heard. Mwaumva. So ayama article yonse 4 yale bikapo and determine. Elo muri publication yabo iye bapangire tabalondolwe eryo kwebati kulyama articles 4 aya bakula the court yakula kita determine. So court yakula kita determine. Elo court efo yakula kita determine nifi. I'm not a disclaimer is I'm not a legal person, but I'm just going to explain according to how I understand it in simple English. So article 52 ilelanda pali independent candidates. Sorry, yes, no, ilelanda pama nomination. Article 52 is talking about the nominations. A person may challenge before a court or a tribunal as prescribed the nomination of the candidate within 7 days or close of nomination, and the court shall hear the case within 21 days of the lodgement. So after shall hear balebikapo and determine. So chile pilibwa kati koti ikala pingula. Mwamona, it will mean the court will decide a nomination. So for example, ngandefo kuimina as MP, somebody can go and say Pumulo should not be nominated. But instead, the court to hear the case and follow the court, the judicial practices, vale parents ambuba judge kupingula if MP can be nominated or not. Hello, the danger of this is people will be disqualified, candidates will be disqualified. So it will enable ama judge ukulachita handpick ama candidates to run, to be on the ballot. So efira tulelando kwebati iyi biunga ya pitafye na my elections yikabafe rubber stamp because they will start screening bakwambira fyo kuchita screen kuma nominations. Elo bale pela power nomba kuma judge ukulachita decide if they can disqualify or qualify any candidate who is nominated as a member of parliament. And again, itabalondolwere poison. Emma poison clauses aya tabalondolwere mu publication yabo. Bill 52 is a poison clause. Bill 73 na ni poison clause. Bill 73 ni poison clause ilela under pali petition of a member of parliament. So let's say now winner as an independent MP, then someone Chizombe can just come and petition my winning, and the judge will determine Mamon again vale pela amaka could judge which determine if Nali winner city or not. So people can be disqualified. And we are saying this because namumona ama judges bose. Judges are being fired and hired. So these judges that are being fired and hired, they are going to follow ama instructions of the person who's hiring them and firing them. Ema clauses aya eyo tulefa abese balondolo lecho balebikirapo determine palya ukufunyapo amaka y'abakoti ukubikapo nomba. They are removing the power of the justice system to use judges to be determining. So ama judges eba kalashita determine ishimi ama nominations. Bill 52 nomination of a MP, Bill 73 election of a MP, Bill 103 the president elects, you know. So let's say Pumulos Tumbekongai minina for presidency elo awina, somebody can come and petition the election ku constitutional court, and then constitutional court can hear that case and determine mwamona. So balefo kufunyapo power ya justice nokupela amaka kuma judges ukulapingule milandu arbitrarily kwati ni imfumu filya chali akale nga bakutwala ku imfumu yapingulatiwe umuntu kuti ayakubepesha, you know, umuntu nga kuti ayakubepesha, no investigation, no deliberation, nangu mwinga chita investigate whatever, bale pela imfumu amaka okulapingula. And sorry, bale pela ma judges ukulapingule milandu for the president elect, for the members of parliament elect, even for the nominations na kuma council konse. E poison iri mubiwi. These are the poison, the dangerous clauses that are in this Bill 7, and they have not been addressed in the government publication. Why have they not been addressed? Nishta balandire po kwebati Bill 7 tulepela ama judges amakokula pingula ama election cases. Yes. So ifo tulelanda nangu mwe bantu mulelanda tiyo tieni tukabalangisha mu 2026. Ibiunga yapita tapata na ama elections yakabafe rubber stamp. The elections will be a rubber stamp mwe bantu bakwalisa. Area shidu. Ibiunga yapita, the elections will be a rubber stamp because they will be able to pick and choose who is going to be on the ballot. That is the main story of this. That is the main emuto weriashi. If you lumbula at your tulefa delimitation, yes, they can delimit, but if nominations are free and fair, it won't be a problem. But the problem is kuria kuma nomination bale pela makama judge ukula pingula umuntu kuti ayima bafine chizombe achitire eligibility case. A good example is the eligibility case ya balungu. But the thing is that eligibility case is a scam because you cannot petition someone's eligibility before the nominations have opened. Mwamona. So ilia nomba baleleta ilia experience bakwete the blande bapangire pali balungu ukweba chizombe aya wangu constitutional court no kuchita challenge eligibility ya balungu for the future has backfired. So they want to make sure that filefia chitike kuli chizombe na kesi ya balungu happens to all members of parliament. This is my opinion, I can say it. If you're there, Tonton Kanya, in my own brain, as mandated in the Bill of Rights, Article 11 and Article 20, we can have this conversation. Even all of you can participate in this conversation. Because we are mandated in the Bill of Rights, Article 11 and Article 20, we are mandated to express our opinions regardless, without fear or favor. Elo ayama article 11 and 20 tapali umuntu parliament techichinje fye insambushe su kwa buloku ya ku referendum. ayama freedoms aya kulanda ayama isosele n'ayama affiliation parliament tayakwata ensambu kutulesha okulanda tayakwata ensambu according to article 79 of the Zambian constitution, which protects our democracy. So mwe bantu mulelanda aba bantu efe bale emitinyo okulanda chintinya fye. And you know mu Bible yalilanda, for the lack of knowledge my people shall perish. For the lack of knowledge my people shall perish. So people, be educated, know your rights, know that you are free to talk, know that a parliament cannot ban you from speaking your mind. If you are speaking without insulting, without inciting anyone, you can speak your opinion. You can speak on national matters because it is your constitutional right. And no parliament can change that without going to a referendum. Referendum meaning umwina Zambia oliwonse kuya mukuvota. Ukusuminisho kwe bati basende ensambu shesu ishakulanda. Yes, yes. So that is the danger mwe bantu bakwalesa. The danger in this bill, Bill 7, is giving power to the judges to determine cases. That is the danger. And they have not talked about that in their publication in Diggers. So me, I'm going to sing and let them explain. I'm asking GRZ why they did not include these clauses, clause 52, 73, 103, and 159. Nishta tabachile include muli publication iliyo bachile print where bale pela bale fokupela makama judges ukula pingula ama election petitions and nominations of members of parliament, and also a judge to determine the result, to determine if there is a petition on the results of the president-elect. Why have they not stated that clearly in this document they are giving the country? They are circulating now. Yes, we want to know why they are giving why they have left it out. And I can answer why they have left it out, because people will be upset. Abantu balafurwa nga bayishi bati balefu okupera majaji amaka ukulachita decide pama court cases concerning members of parliament, councillors, and also the president-elect. Balefu okupera court. They want to give the power to 5 judges to decide. For example, a president, millions of people can vote for a president, and then uchizombe kuti aima ayam kuchita petition yali ama election results of the president-elect. Then that will be in the Concord. Elo Concord can overturn a decision for millions of people, you know. So we are looking at a Concord will be 7 to 9 members can overturn a decision for a 20 million general election. If you balefu okuchita, this is my opinion. If you nabelenga, if you nachita understand, muri bill of 7, if you nganabelenga chisungu, that is my understanding. If I'm wrong, send someone to explain what determining means. Why you are adding to determine, to hear and then insert and determine. Why are you putting that and determine? Mulepela amaka kuma judges ukula pingule milandu arbitrarily. Eri ashilo. Ero na imwebene apa number in finally what I want to say is apa number ama MPs va UPND na mwebene na chimikuma. This constitution will also disadvantage you, members of parliament for the ruling party. In Article 51, in the amendments, in Article 51, you know, if you are left out from a nomination, the ruling party, drop from being nominated on UPND ticket. It means you cannot stand as an independent. So think twice by UPND MPs. Vote for the people. Vote for the right thing. Don't vote on political lines. Because this bill has been presented by your political party, then you automatically vote for it. No. Look at the bill with your own personal interest. How will it benefit you? If you are a current member of parliament for UPND and you are not adopted in 2026, that will be the end of your political career, because you will not be able to stand as an independent the way this bill has been crafted. There are a few good things in it, but the poison is stopping people to run as independent if they are not adopted by their political party. So if you are in a ruling party, and what about UPND MP na wena chikukuma? Ama clauses. Kuri ama clauses. Aya kwete bitter pill. Oh, ayali 4. Oh, bale pera ma judges. Ama kokula pingula ma election results. Fidefinefi achitike pali ba eligibility case ya balungu. Everyone who was opposing was dropped from the Concord judges. And now, since we know who appoints all these judges, we know that they will take instructions on whom to disqualify and qualify for nominations in the National Assembly. So, in short, mwebena Zambia, Bill 7 inga yapita, no kuvota muna beko fye, bakamba fye kufi control la pama nominations. They will control who will be able to be on the ticket. Because abantu bakala imafye no kula isulama court case. If someone is nominated who does not sing, who is not a praise singer, or who is not a part of their whatever, this judge will disqualify you from being on the ticket. Elonga wapita filefya chike ku Kawambwa mwaibukisha. We remember what happened in Kawambwa? Ama by elections ya Kawambwa babepesha abantu yo naiba laptop yo naiba cash. Bakala bepesha abantu iminandu from nowhere bakusha disqualify. Now we know mupando bakupoka. Tuweso namba kodi ba president. Fiafine machitide ba lungu December 10 to disqualify him. Now they have put it in here. It is there under the poison is under Bill 103, where they are going to disqualify the president-elect. And the way they are going to disqualify him is because they are putting that word in determine. And we know who is appointing the judges. And we know, if we know who's appointing the judges, we will know that the judges are going to rule in favor of whoever appointed them. Yes, so Edia Shirio. Edia Shirio napera no kupera. That is the topic, guys. That is the topic. But we need to ask them why the certain bills have not been explained. Why have certain bills not been explained in their publication in Diggers? Ayama biwa ya kwetemo poison. Nishta balondoro ere. Achibare pera majaja makokula pingule mirando. To determine. Let me read the definition of determine. Yes, so to determine, to reach a decision, yes. So to determine, meaning abama judges waleba pela makaya kula pingula. Ba kula pingula who is qualified. The case ya kulia judge kutia imafi alandat ine, as the constitution is saying, I have determined that Pumulos Tumbeko is disqualified to be on the ballot. Chapa no kupa. But I am a clauses, they have not mentioned them in anywhere in here. So that is that. That is that, and I am done talking. So by Facebook, if you want to join the discussion, I'll be on TikTok. Otherwise, I'm closing Facebook live. I'll end it live now. I'll end the live now. I'll end the live now on Facebook. Otherwise, we'll be on TikTok if you want to chat. Thank you so much. I see you by Abdul Egibility. I see you by Gerard Kasonde. I see you. Thank you so much for watching. But Eliash, yeah, that is the topic today, guys.